The 12 Animals of the Chinese Zodiac. A long, long time ago, people always forgot in which year they were born, and could never figure out exactly how old they were. The 12 Animals of the Chinese Zodiac. All animals are welcome to compete. The first 12 across the finish line will be chosen as the 12 Animals of the Chinese Zodiac. After the announcement was made, all the animals got very excited and noisily discussed the race. At that time, the cat and the rat were very good friends. They met to discuss the race. "We can't swim. How are we going to cross the river?" wondered the rat. "Let's join the ox," exclaimed the cat. "We can point the way and he can carry us across." The cat and the rat went to see the ox. The ox agreed at once. The day of the race soon arrived. Early that morning, before the rooster awoke, the ox, the cat, and the river were already on the bank of the river. The ox stopped down to let the cat and the rat climb onto his back, and then they started across the river. Normally the cat liked to nap, and because he got up so early that morning, he fell asleep as soon as he was lounging atop of the ox's back. How eager the rat was to win first place. When the ox was a few seconds away from the opposite bank of the river, the rat shoved the cat into the water and scampered into one of the ox's ear. The ox had no idea of what had just happened, but heard the rats hollering, "Big brother ox, go, go, we're almost there." The ox climbed onto the shore and gleefully advanced towards the finish line. The rat jumped out of the ox's ear and rushed to the finish line to win first place. The ox, who had worked so hard, only got second place. He was furious. Ever since then, the ox has glared at the rat with his enormous eyes. Soaking wet all over, the tiger arrived roaring. "I'm first, right?" "No, you are third," proclaimed the Jade Emperor. A whirlwind twisted in the sky as the dragon descended towards the finish line, but the rabbit sprinted ahead and took fourth place. The rabbit could not swim, but had leaped across the river on the backs of the other animals. "You flew. Why did you arrive so late?" asked the Jade Emperor, puzzled. The dragon had gone to the South China Sea to host the rainmaking ceremony and rushed back in haste, but was too late. The pounding of hooves was heard, and the sky was filled with the flying dust. The horse was dashing at full gallop, but just as he was about to cross the finish line, the snake abruptly shot through the thick patches of grass to come sixth. Poor horse, he nearly stumbled over. Originally the snake had legs, but he had raced so hard he ran his legs off. Originally the horse was very bold and brave, but after being frightened by the snake, he became very timid. Working together, the goat, the monkey, and the rooster rowed ashore on a log. As a result, they earned themselves 8th, 9th, and 10th place respectively. The goat sat on the front of the log to guide them. Because he was strained his eyes to pinpoint the direction, his eyesight became quite poor. The monkey sat so long that his buttocks were swollen red. Originally the rooster had 4 legs, but when he was climbing ashore, the log rolled over on him, breaking off 2 of his legs. That is why he has only 2 legs. Then came the dog. He was a playful fellow. As he crossed the river, he had such a good time in the water, he had forgot about the time. Only one opening was left. All the animals stretched their necks to see who was in the lead. The pig arrived covered with sweat from head to foot. "I'm starving," he panted. "Is there anything good to eat here?" The race was over. The Jade Emperor at once announced the places of the 12 animals. First the rat, second the ox, third the tiger, fourth the rabbit, fifth the dragon, sixth the snake, seventh the horse, eighth the goat, ninth the monkey, 10th the rooster, 11th the dog, and 12th the pig. At that moment the cat arrived, dripping wet. He gasped, "What is my place?" "You came 13th," replied the Jade Emperor. The cat grew enraged. Every one of his whiskers stood up. "You bad rat," he snarled. "I won't spare you." He took a swipe at the rat with his claws. Petrified, the rat squeaked and ran under the Jade Emperor's throne. The cat slapped the rat across the face and knocked out all of his teeth except the two at the front. Although the rat won first place, a day has not gone by when he is not afraid of the cat's revenge. Today, when the rat sees the cat's shadow, he runs like mad. Even in the broad daylight, he hides in a hole, not daring to show his face.